What is up today, guys? Akko has been kind enough to send over their brand new creamy purple switches, and I'm really excited to give these a go. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We have the brand new Akko Creamy switches. Now, I'm excited to try these out because they are tactile switches, and I'm currently using linear straight ones. And from the looks of it, it looks like the sort of pressure point is quite early on in terms of the force traveled. So it's quite nice. I have only really tried Akko switches. I have had sort of Keychron testers before with their sort of keyboards, but I do prefer Akko. The current ones I'm using at the moment are the Akko Vampire ones. And if we take a look at the box, you can see it comes in the nice Akko purple box with the creamy purple switches. They look a bit more pink in person. I wouldn't say they're purple. I'd say they're creamy pink, maybe. Unless you want to say these are purple. I can't really tell. Maybe I'm colorblind. Now, we're taking a look at the new creamy purple Akko switches, and that is the ones here. So these are the new Akko creamy switches, and here we have the old ones that I've been using, which is the Akko Vampire. I think that's what they're called. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm really excited to sort of try it out and see the difference. So this is a tactile, and this is a linear. So the linear just goes straight in, whereas a tactile sort of has that click. And if we do a little quick sound test out of the keyboard, this is the linear Vampire ones. And if we do the creamy purple ones, they got that more damp sound, I feel. But we'll see what they sound like out of the keyboard and in the keyboard as well. Let's get on to the installation. If you've never installed switches onto your keyboard, it is very simple. All you have to do is get a little tool a bit like this. It costs about £2-3, and you just basically extract the keycaps with the switches by wiggling this underneath and flicking it off like that. The switches shouldn't come off if the keycaps are loose. But sometimes the switches do come off, and it makes it a bit harder to get them off. And then all you have to do to put in the switches is you have to take the switch, see which way your LEDs are facing, if they're north facing or south facing, and see which way your pins are. Now, some key switches have multiple pins, like these ones. So these are 5 switches, I believe, but I think you can get three or 2. I'm not a massive keyboard expert, but yeah, it's not difficult. So if I put that in like so, you can see that the key is now lighting up. So we have the new switch. And if we do a quick comparison test of the switches in the keyboard with no keycap on, we have the Vampire one, and now we have the Purple Creamy. And then to extract your switch from the keyboard without the keycap, all you have to do is get your little key extractor, put it onto the metal prong side, which to grab the edges of the switch, and you put it down and extract it like so. Like so, if I can get it out. Like that. You just pour straight up. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to wiggle it around, because the pins might break, and then that means that the prongs are stuck in your keyboard, which is not great. And you got to make sure that any keyboard you're putting new switches into, the switches are hot swappable, because some of the PCBs, I believe, that keyboards are made out of are not hot swappable, so you have to literally solder in these pins into the keyboard. And so, yeah, it's a lot harder. Nowadays, it's cheap to get a hot swappable keyboard. It's like an extra couple pounds, couple dollars. So it's not super expensive. But again, it's just something to be wary of when buying your keyboard. Hello, this is me from the future, and so I'm just installing all of the new switches that Akko has sent across. Now, it's best to take a picture before you do this so you know where everything is before, and while you're installing, it's always good to give your keyboard a clean, as there was loads of gunk that came out of my one. And if you have little tools like this, then they are great to clean out any of the rubbish that you have in there. Also, don't be worried if your keyboard has a little bit of flex. As you can see here, it does wiggle when you push in a new switch. So don't worry if you feel that push down. It's very natural and very normal, especially if you're installing switches for the first time. And here is our final bit of work. So all the switches have been installed and they are feeling rather nice. But what does it actually sound like after we put all the keycaps back on? Well, here's a little test for you, and tell me what you guys think. Well, that was my review of the Akko Creamy Purple U1s. I'm really enjoying using them over the past few days. I would recommend these to anyone that can get them, and with the price only being around £11 per box, and you only needing 2 boxes for a 75% keyboard, these switches are really good and definitely worth the price. Akko is one of the places where I get all of my switches from, and if you want to get some, then I'll leave the link down in the description below, or you can find them on Amazon as well, as that's where I got my previous switches from. If you like this video, then please make sure to like and subscribe, as it does help out a ton. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.